hundreds of years of balance and respect for the creative process, there's been an explosion in a new approach by the law to these efforts and expressions of creativity.
Avoiding copyright infringement when photo editing. Always be creative and original. Ask yourself, is this creative piece by me, or am I borrowing someone else's creative idea? Don't assume something is without copyright just because you found it online. Assume any image made after 1922 has a copyright. Whoever takes a picture is the copyright owner, even if you hired a photographer. Just because you change a few things on the image, it does not make it yours. Take this document image for example. Can it be considered fair use? No, and why not? Although licensing and fair use are two ways of legally incorporating another's work into your own, there are limitations. Whenever you take an image and adapt it, copyright laws give you the right to publish and make changes to it. However, many are often sued when companies feel that their rights have been violated. Some people may argue fair use, but it's hard to determine when it applies.
I'm not a lawyer, I'm an artist, so I really believe that, anything that stifles one's ability to communicate and express themselves is undesirable, but I do believe in intellectual property. I acknowledge that I did a Google search and used a reference from the internet that was an AP photo. Is it really fair for the AP to send a ripple of fear out to that entire community that they will not make art for fear of having, Congress coming after them for copyright law?
How to get around copyright issues on YouTube. First, go to YouTube, click on your account button, go to your videos, and then choose the video you want to make a dispute against. So, here's my point. It has some copyright issues in some countries, so I went ahead and view this copyright info. It says it's blocked in Germany, so I want to help out my German friends here, and click on the button that says, I want to learn more about the dispute process. After that, take me to the dispute forum, and then select option number 2. After that, I copy and paste this long statement that pretty much says that I'm covered under the Copyright Act for fair use in educational purposes. After I do that, what I'll do is go down to the signature box, type in my name as my signature, and then I will type out a statement of good faith, which pretty much says I'm not breaking the law. Press continue, view the dispute claim, and submit the claim. Press OK, and by the green bar you can see that it has been submitted, and we're going to actually view my video now. Enjoy.
I started modding when I was about 15. mainly have is usually with Xboxes. I've taken apart about maybe roughly 6 or 7 of them, and I've been doing it for about like 2 years. Either way for it, like I find some things unfair, some things are fair, but like to take I find like to take legal action against it, it's a little too extreme. Well, a smartphone has to do with more like the operation systems and like the chips and everything, and like the programs in it. While a system is more based on like the hardware material, or like PlayStation 3, it's all hardware. Well, if they made it legal for you to mod your phone and customize the software to use it to its full potential, you bought that phone, you bought the software. I don't understand why it's not legal with video game consoles, because you do purchase that and you want to use that to its full potential. So it's not, if you can do it, not a lot of people do it, so it's not, I don't feel like they're going to be losing out a lot of money, but if you can do it, then you're right, because you do pay for it, so.
Say someone recorded this sound. So does that mean they own it if I go?
If you sample one note of a sound recording, it's copyright infringement.
Yo, what's up? This is Mando Cervantes. I'm an artist based out of Chicago. I'm currently signed to Illegal Cargo Records, which is based in Australia, and I'm also signed to Social Music, which is a label out on the East Coast.
Why is it that sampling in music seems to have been treated differently? Why is that not fair use? You know, is it perhaps fair use?
Samples are a big part of remixing. Sample of audio can be anywhere from half a second for a kick drum from an old funk record to a whole minute bass line from an 80s record. I do use all types of filters in my music, but it's for artistic reasons, and it's not because I'm trying to avoid a copyright infringement, but if you're a big time artist on a major label, it's better to have the sample cleared so you can actually play your remix without having to worry about getting sued. They can sell tracks that are obviously sampled to DJs through online stores, because those are going to end up on mixes and on the dance floor, which is pretty much an underground scene. But if they are marketing to companies that need music for a TV ad, then the tag needs to be original and free of recognizable samples. They can sell tracks that are obviously sampled to DJs through online stores, because those are going to end up on mixes and on the dance floor, which is pretty much an underground scene.
In 2007, the business model of music was completely rewritten. Radiohead, the biggest band in the world, left the record label EMI to release their next album on the internet. And they let their fans decide how much to pay for it. But Radiohead was now independent, and they called the shots. They told Warner to back off, this technology known as digital rights management. Using this technology, the record and movie companies can prevent you from copying CDs, DVDs, and files to your computer. Rather than letting the law decide what you can and can't do, now some corporate software will decide for you.
And you can get 5 years in jail and $250,000 fines for every single song you steal.
Isn't that a little overboard?
No, the reason why, because there's a thing called intellectual property.
And the men behind one of the world's top websites for illegal file sharing are sentenced to 1 year in prison. The runners of the Pirate Bay are found guilty of promoting copyright infringement.
Wanted somewhere around $4,500 to settle.
100,000.
I could be charged at a minimum $750 per song, all the way up to $150,000 per song.
Now they're going after my kids.
They're going after people on welfare. They're going after people on disability. They're going after people that don't have anything.